I'm doing this kind of backwards because I've already disassembled it and made the repairs. But I've got a 1998 Cabriolet, and I wanted to change the switch for the windows because it wasn't working. So I looked online and couldn't find anything except how to take the door panel off, which is done over here at the edge of the door with little metric hex head Allen wrench screws, and I had to go buy some metric hex wrenches. So I took it out and took out the speaker, and then found out that I didn't need to do all that crap. All I needed to do was take off the door cover itself. So using a flat screwdriver, you just go down, and you'll know up here this part is loose, so you kind of work down and pop it a little bit at a time, and then again on the top. And when you're holding the door handle itself open, you pop the cap off, or the cover, and with a little bit of difficulty you can pop the handle right on off. And then on the inside there's a wire for the mirror control, and then another wire over here for the switch. So all you have to do is pop that apart, and then you can pop this out for the switch, and then you can actually pop out the switch itself for the window control by squeezing these two little tabs here, and then it pops out of it like so. And then you can replace it with a new one, and this happens to be the new one, so I'll pop it back in. But like every other Cabriolet owner, you know that the door handle is a real pain in the ass because they always break because it was poorly engineered. There are two pegs inside here that hold the door handle, one up here at the top and then another one down here at the bottom. And when I opened it up, I found this piece here that had broken loose from the frame down in here, and I thought about all kinds of ways of repairing this and gluing it in and fixing it, and I didn't come up with anything good. And I was down at Walmart picking up a new drill so I could drill some holes, because at first I thought about putting a screw in from the bottom through the bottom plate here and then just screwing this in place, but then I decided it would pull down too tight because it's like floating up there. So when I was at Walmart, I was looking at screws that might work, and I came across a package of metal shelf pins, and they look like this. It's the kind that's used on those shelves that have little holes drilled, and then you pop in the pin and lay the shelf in. Well, I thought, those pins are really, really nice. So what I'll do is I'll get a package of those, and there's one over here I've got flattened out that I busted because I popped the pin out of it. Oh, here it is. And you just take two pair of pliers and you just flatten it out. Now what's neat is that there's already a hole over here at this other end, and you take and kind of tilt the door handle itself out, push this in, and then let it slide back. And back over here you'll see there's a little groove, and what's nice is that this front end over here, that front end fits like underneath this black plastic, and then the back end meets up against this groove. So what I did was I took some hot glue and tacked it in place, and then I drilled a hole through the hole that already existed and drilled right on down through the plastic, and I got some number 6 size 6 32 by 1/2 inch little bolts and screws, and pushed it through and bolted it down. Now I should have drilled another hole in the metal up here for a second screw before I started, but I didn't because I was stupid. Anyhow, I drilled another one while it was already in place, hot glued the other first screw in, and I just dropped the other screw down through the hole, and it didn't stick out far enough down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some more hot glue. The only thing that I need to have happen is that this not be able to rock back and forth this way. So that's what I'm going to do now. Then I'm going to put the cap back on and close it up, and should be good to go. I'll show you what happens when I'm done with the hot gluing. Well, I finished hot gluing it, and now I'm just going to snap the thing back together and pop it back on. Go back over here and put the screws back in the door that I didn't need to take the panel off for. And it will work fine. And as you can see, the doorknob now, or the door handle, works beautifully. That pin is a little long when you buy it, but when you screw it down, it shortens itself, or it shortens up only because there's a little more room down here than up here. So it fits wonderfully. The door handle works great, and my door works again without having to push your thumb in and hold the thing and twist and all kinds of crazy manipulations. Hope it works for you. Bye.